All right. Welcome to Wake Up and Win Morning Podcast powered by CTR Media Network. I am your host, Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, and we are going to win today. Yes, we are going to have a good discussion because we're going to talk about when people apply that pressure. When you get that pressure put on you, how are you going to respond like a champion? But before we get started, you know how we do this. We want you to go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and drop a comment in the chat, and at least share this video out with one person. So go ahead and do that right now. We are so excited to get started with this conversation. I will be having some other announcements that I'll be making later on in the week that you can actually participate in. Yes, and yes. Okay, for those of you who do not know what this morning Wake Up and Win Morning Podcast is about, it's basically about positive mindset shift development. So if you happen to be a TV host, a podcaster, entrepreneur, or you can just work a traditional 9-to-5 job, hey, we're all here in love. I'm giving you just small, simple daily actions, daily tips and strategies to help you have or obtain your level of what you deem successful. And I give you a Bible quote. I give you a quote, a Bible verse, and a scripture, with a call to action just to help you along your path to your level of success. So let's go ahead. Let me see. And I checked throughout the broadcast to see, who commented and who's sharing, and give you a shout out, because we love to reciprocate. When you show us love, we want to show it right back at you. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump on in to this topic right now, because this is something that we all experience, is this thing called pressure, honey. And this thing called pressure is not easy, especially as anyone, whether you are an entrepreneur or not. Pressure is something that can be quite difficult. So how can you handle this pressure? Because it's something that you cannot escape from. So how can you master this? So what I have found is that the greater your success, the more pressure you're going to experience. So the aim is for you is that the more pressure you receive, the more pressure that you face, you have to go in with the winner mindset mentality, knowing that you can't avoid it, but you can thrive even though you're dealing with it. And so this is what this particular episode is all about. So how can you do this? I'm going to give you 5 simple tips. First of all, you need to train your mind to stay calm. You need to train your mind to stay calm. Why? It's because when pressure is applied, whether it's in your personal life, your business life, or if you work a job, when it is applied, the very first initial reaction or response is when someone apply pressure to you, what you want to do? You want to go and do it to them, right? Let's just keep it real. And so you want to react to whatever it is that they said, whatever it is that they did. You want to respond because you feel this is an attack on you, your character, or whatever it is that you're doing. And you want to respond, not in a calm way, but you want to respond with some heat. But what you have to do is learn to train yourself to not respond with the heat. You respond with calmness. Okay. And that will throw the people off. That will throw them all the way off when you respond by being calm. Because pressure is nothing but a test of your mental strength. So how strong is your mental strength? Do you have to react to everything that someone says or do to you? How do you respond? And so if you notice that you respond by responding back to them, and not in a positive way, but in a negative way, actually adding more fuel to the fire, then this episode is for you, because you need to build up your mental strength and you need to build up your endurance to respond calmly. I had a couple situations happen to me recently, and boy, did I want to react. I wanted to react in not a nice way, but I calmed myself down, let it go a couple days, prayed about it, worked on what I needed to work on, and just kept it moving. And then later on, because of that mental strength that I developed, I was able to avoid something that I did not want to get into, just because someone had slighted me, and it wasn't fair. It just wasn't fair. But I had to let it go. So that comes in with the mental strength. Number 2, you need to prepare for high stress situations. Many times we prepare for abundance, we prepare for good stuff to happen, but we do not prepare for the high stress things that are deemed to come into our life. It's just something that is just natural, right? So we need to start preparing for this high stress situations so that we can be prepared. So when they happen, we are on the upswing and we are less overwhelmed when things happen. So we will notice that we're not as stressed, we're not as overwhelmed, we're definitely not shocked or surprised about the situation. And so that will help you be able to handle the pressure like a champ. Number 3, you need to break big tasks into smaller steps. Many times we have this additional pressure, not because of outside elements from individuals and people, but from simply our day-to-day tasks that we have to do. We put too much on ourselves, and then based upon that, we have all of these different time deadlines that as life happens, the pressure gets hotter and we begin to unravel. So I would say take those big tasks, break them down into small tasks, spread out your delegation to other people if you can, but if you can't, spread it out favorably so that you won't have too many deadlines back to back to back that will bring on unnecessary stress. And remember to tackle one thing at a time to reduce your anxiety. Number 4, you need to focus on what you can control. There are some situations that come in your life. There are some things that are pressure, that are big amounts of pressure, but you can't control it. There are some things in life that you cannot control no matter how much you want to control it. And you need to learn how to identify what you can control versus what you can't. And if you cannot control it, you need to stop worrying about the things that are beyond your power, that are beyond your control. Because if you are worrying about it, if you are giving energy to that situation, you are wasting your energy. We only have so many hours, so many minutes within the day, so much energy that we can, and time that we can put to certain tasks and certain things, that why should you waste your time on something that you cannot control? It's just not fruitful at the end of the day. Number 5, excuse me. One thing that when life get a little hectic, when we feel the pressure, we forget to do this. And this is one of the first things that we should do. It's so simple, but yet, and it works, but yet we do not think to do it because our mind is going. I need you to do what number 5 says. I need you to, anytime you feel the pressure being applied to you, you need to stop and take a breath. You need to just take a breath, slow down, take a breath, refocus, and then take action. I need you to start thinking things through before you react to situations and how it's going to unravel based upon the reaction that you have to a certain pressure-driven situation. I need you to play it all the way through. If I respond in this way, these are the different variables that could happen. And would you like the outcome by you initiating a response? Would you like the result from your response? 9 times out of 10, when it's something that is applying pressure, something that is negative, you don't want that negativity. You don't want that response. You may initially feel good by saying, oh, I responded to them, I showed them. But then at the end of the day, what really did it do? What really did it do? Not much. Wasted time. You could have took that time, respond to them, getting better at whatever it is that you're doing, being around people who truly appreciate you, and doing the things that you know you need to do. At the end of the day, certain things that are pressure driven are just things to distract you from your alignment with God on what you're supposed to be doing. It's just a tactic of the enemy. And so if we start really paying attention to what pressure is, what distractions really are, we would not allow ourselves to get so stressed out, so overrun, so pressure driven that it stops us from having activity, movement, execution with what we know we're supposed to be doing. And what it does is push us further back from what we already was working on. That is more important than what someone else said or what someone else did or someone else misaligned or whatever the case may be. That's not important. You stay focused, you keep moving, and when the pressure is getting applied harder, what you need to do is respond with calmness, and you need to build up your mental strength. You do not need to let this stuff overcome you, where you become overwhelmed to the point that you become immobile. You are not doing anything, and you need to focus on what you can control. If this is a situation you cannot control, move on. Don't waste that energy. Let me give you a quote. Billie Jean King said, "Pressure is a privilege." Now, how in the world will someone say pressure is a privilege? Let me tell you something. People who have something going on where they are really making an impact, you will notice the more impact you make, the more greater the pressure is. Let me say that again. The more impact that you are making, especially in positivity, the more you're going to feel pressure. The more you're going to have people try to do things, say things that are just not true. You have to learn that that's just a ploy. That's just a tactic of the enemy. That's just people responding, maybe them seeing you moving and making these moves and this positive impact. It irritates them because they know they're not living in their calling. They know they're not living in their purpose. And so by seeing you, it irritates their spirit. You know, it's good spirits and bad spirits out here now. Don't be fooled. So your good spirit is irritating their bad spirit. And the reason why they respond to you the way that they are doing is not, it's because you're irritating them because of your light shining so brightly. And number two, because it's showing them up for what they're not doing. Okay? And number three, you moving, you're being intentional, you're being impactful is a direct reflection with your relationship with God, how you moving. And so sometimes people get in their feelings about you because they know they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And they feel like the more that you shine, the more it's showing them up. And that's not simply the case. You're not trying to show anybody up. You're just doing what you're supposed to be doing. And you have to learn, when you are a leader, when you are a trailblazer, you are going to feel pressure. That is just a part of the process. So instead of looking at pressure as something negative, you just look at it as an indicator that you're doing the right thing. Because everybody that has anything that's going on for them in a positive way, we all experience pressure. We all experience things people may say or do things that are just not right. But we have to learn to build that strong mental strength capacity and learn to develop the skill to respond with calmness and positivity and redirect our emotions to be productive and stay aligned with what we are called to do. And understand that pressure can be a privilege, but pressure is also an indicator that you are aligned. People don't get pressured or get pressure on them when they're not doing the right thing. Okay? More than likely, it's because they're doing the right thing. And you need to understand that. Let me give you a Bible scripture before I go. Yes, Joshua 1:9 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged." Let me say that again. Joshua 1:9 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged." I want to focus on the second half of Joshua 1:9 where it says, "Do not be afraid or discouraged. Let's talk about this being afraid. Many times when people apply pressures, you feel a lot of multiple different emotions. And one of those emotions might be afraid of all the blood, sweat, and tears it took for you to build whatever you build, and then someone up here lying on you, or someone is trying to take what you have built, or maybe someone are just trying to push themselves on a promotion that you have been building yourself on for all these years, got these extra education trainings and all this, and now it's your time to get that promotion. Whatever the case may be, I need you to not be afraid. What is for you is for you. The only person that can stop you from getting or having or maintaining whatever that is you. Do not allow the people, the things, the noise to make you afraid or pull back. You just keep working forward. Another thing is, when the pressure is applied to you, do not get discouraged. One of the first things that usually happen, first of all, you get upset, very, very upset, emotional. Second of all, after that, it's you usually feel discouraged. And usually when you feel discouraged, you slow down, or you slow down, or you actually stop what it is that you're doing if you allow yourself to rest in that discouragement too long. So it's normal for you to feel discouraged. It's normal for you to have those feelings, but do not allow yourself to waddle in it too long. You feel that emotion, you recognize it, you identify it, and then you move on. Because if you stay in it too long, you will become inactive. You will not keep moving. You will not keep executing. So today we talked about the 5 tips or strategies that you can use on how you can handle pressure like a champ. Everybody that listen to Wake Up and Win Morning podcast, as well as all of our supporters, podcasters, TV hosts, sponsors, and everyone who support our programming here at CTR Media Network. Guess what? You are a champion. You are a winner. Okay? And I need you to understand that on today. Do not let anything stop you from your call. Do not let anything distract you or throw you off that you do not keep moving. I tell people every day, it's not about how fast you move every day. It's about just moving every day. And every day will require a different form of movement on your part. Some days you're moving like Speedy Gonzalez, real fast, like this. And then some days you're just moving like a snail. Some days it's a brisk walk. Some days it's a jog in movement. You have to understand that every day will not be the same. The goal is just to be 1% better every single day. The problem comes when you try to overly complicate and extend yourself until you are just spread too thin. What I need you to do is do the best with 1% every single day. And if you are just 1% better every single day, in 100 days, you'll be 100% a better person in 100 days. Okay? You'll be better. And so go out there today. When someone apply pressure to you or anything, life gives you lemons, you apply that pressure and make lemonade, because you are a champion, you are a winner, and you're going to go out and make today amazing and the rest of your week. I am Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, host of the Wake Up and Win Morning podcast powered by CTR Media Network. Make sure to tune in, not to just to this show, but also make sure to go to our website at www.ctrmedianetwork.com and subscribe and listen to all of our other amazing podcasts and TV shows. If you have a desire, a message, a mandate, a goal that you want to be able to make a positive impact, and you want to use the airwaves to do it, you want to use audio or a combination of audio and video, then right now we are opening our registration for new TV shows and audio podcast shows to come on our platform. We have a sale going on right now, and it is ending in April. We've been doing a sale all month, but And it's about springing into the new you. Yes, because it's spring and you need to spring on into action and go ahead and do what you know that you have been called to do. So if you want to know more about how you can be a TV host or a podcaster, audio and or video, reach out to us today by going to ctrmedianetwork.com, clicking the blue button that says book a discovery call. It is free and it's 15 minutes long, and you can tell us what your ideas are. If you do not want to do a TV show, but you have a business and you are trying to get out whatever it is you're doing, whether it's a book, whether it's a movie, whether it's your nonprofit, whether it's your business, whatever, you can come on and be a featured guest on our show or any of our other shows that's currently on CTR Media Network. And we currently have 2 more slots for the year of 2025 for ones who want to be a sponsor of our network. And we have 2 commercial slots. We have 2 sponsorship spots left that will carry on from this year to next year because they're 6 months to a year long. And then we have 2 commercial slots left for this year. If you would like for your commercial to air across 10 channels on our network, our apps, our social media, and all that good stuff like that, reach out today. You will be surprised at how much value you will receive, as well as it will surprise you on how affordable it actually is. So reach out today if you're looking for some advertisement, marketing, promotion in regards to media marketing, dealing with podcasting and TV streaming. We have you covered. And we also have some magazine advertisement opportunities as well, because our magazine will be coming out. A new edition will be coming out very, very soon. So on that note, you guys have a great, amazing rest of your day. We can't wait to show you all the new shows that are coming in May and June. You are in for a treat. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Talk to you later.
Here's why you need to tune in right now. With CTR Media Network, you can transform your knowledge into a fully produced TV show. Imagine your content streaming on platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV, reaching over 350 million households in 140 countries. We take care of everything, from managing your ready-to-go content to global distribution. And it's not just any content, it's edutainment, a perfect blend of education and entertainment that keeps viewers coming back for more. You'll join a vibrant community of thought leaders, podcasters, and educators, all sharing a passion for impactful content and global reach. Plus, with our app available on Google Play and the App Store, your show will be accessible to millions more, ready to shine on the global stage. Let's get you started. Schedule a 15-minute call with us today and turn your idea into a TV sensation. Reply to this video by saying, "I want to learn more." Don't wait, your audience is out there waiting.